DIY or Die, Walker Vapor Group LLC, or any of its associates do not condone nor encourage the use of nicotine, vapor products, or any mood-altering substances without the explicit consent of a physician. The content viewable on this channel is strictly for entertainment purposes only and not meant to be seen as informational or educational. Must be 21 years or older to view these materials.
Silky beef. Hey, what is up, mixers? Welcome back to another episode of the MIXINVIXENS. Hi, my name is Emily, also known as mlNikon. And let's say hello to our other Vixens. How are we doing, Jennifer Winstead?
Doing good. Playing around with my hair colors again.
I like it. It's pink today.
It is a little bit pink. I don't know if it comes through okay on the camera or not. On my side, it doesn't look that clear, but it's
Not
okay.
so much, but I think it's just because you have so much blue in the background.
Yeah.
And Rin, how are you doing, Rin?
Hi.
Hi, hello, hello. And last but not least, we have the lovely Lumi.
Hey.
Hi, Lumi, how's it going?
It's going.
It's going. How was everyone's weekend?
I had a good weekend. It's kind of restful. Not much going on. Actually, that's a lie. My husband has been hunting, so we've been cleaning venison and cutting it up and making cube steak. And yesterday we went on the mad hunt for a steak cuber. Use something that a machine that we can run it through so that it cuts it up, because mashing it with a hammer was just getting too much. We have too much venison for that.
Really?
It's my father-in-law and my husband.
Nice. I like venison. I've only had it like once or twice. It was really good.
We have it down to almost a science where it tastes like beef.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, with meat prices as high as they are right now, it's perfect. We put it in a bag and we put it in milk. We set it in milk overnight before we cook it the next day. You know, we pour the milk out, of course, before we cook it. But the milk, the enzymes from the milk, the lactose, gets in there and breaks it up, and it also kills any of that extra flavor. Of course, you know, it's already cured and sat in the cooler and all that stuff for about a week before we do that. But that really is helpful for us. That's our trick.
Well, that sounds cool. Sounds good. My weekend was pretty okay.
What did you do?
Today, my wife and we went to a pumpkin patch to pick out a couple of pumpkins. She gets really into like carving these intricate like designs and stuff on them every year.
Uh-huh.
So normally we just go to a grocery store and just pick out, but you know what? We're gonna do it up. We actually went to a pumpkin patch and picked out a couple.
You did the adventure thing.
Yeah. Next year we're gonna go back to the same one and do it up even bigger, like participate in the corn maze and like, you know, we just did the pumpkins today, but now that we know it's there and you know,
and that it was fun and you enjoyed it, you're gonna go back.
Yeah, we're gonna go back for sure. How about you, Rin? Do you have a good weekend?
Oh, we see her little squirrel. No, raccoon instead of her.
That's a weird looking squirrel, dude.
Don't judge my raccoon.
You're a raccoon. You know I'm judgy, and this is a girl judging show.
I miss the Lich King grabbing the booty, but I have to change it for possible upcoming stuff. So I couldn't have the Lich King grabbing ass.
Right. Rin, did you answer how your weekend went?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that was the answer. Got it.
I mean, it was. I went to the shop to fix my car, and was there for 2 hours and they hadn't even started yet. So I
Oh,
was like,
really?
yeah, I was like, I had someone pick me up, and it's a good thing they did because they ended up not being able to do it. So like my
Damn,
car's
that
still at the
sucks.
shop.
That stinks.
So that was kind of frustrating. But I mean, I went bowling. I got a Switch.
Did you?
Yeah,
Nice.
I
I'm
like it.
selling mine actually.
Oh well,
Wish I would known you were in the market.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Well, with shipping, it probably wouldn't have been very cost effective.
That's true.
Yeah. Could probably
How
not.
about you, Lumi? How was your weekend?
Lumi's just doing Lumi things. I'm cooking up plots and schemes and doing things that I'm not talking about yet.
Okay, got it. Got it.
But I'm keeping busy, trust me.
As you guys can see, we made up each other's mixes. We're going to be reviewing each other's mixes. Before we do, though, I want to make an announcement. It's with a heavy heart that I tell you guys that this will be our last show.
She says it's with a heavy heart.
It is, because I have enjoyed the crap out of this show and you ladies. And this has been a blast and a really big part. It's been 3.5 years. This has been a big part of my life
Of our
for a
every
while
weekend.
now.
Yeah.
I
agree with
nothing
you.
has happened. We just have decided, it's run its course. It was a mutual kind of
Decision. It would just
that-
came up in conversation, and we were looking at the viewership, and we were looking at ourselves and what and mixing recipes week after week after week, and then having to do several renditions. And is it really as useful, or is the crowd just enjoy seeing us, And
Yeah.
so
a lot of things just came to play. Plus, our lives have gotten a little complicated. Each one of us has a different complication going on lately.
Yeah, and there's all been a lot of struggle behind the scenes that probably a lot of people aren't aware of, but
Yeah, I hate Emily.
you
Rin
guys are
and Lumi.
such bitches, and I never want to see you again. Can't get along with you. No, we will remain good friends. We will still be talking. We're still going to keep the Facebook page up and open, and we want to keep the communication going. And if you have questions, we're here for you. And
we're not shutting down the Facebook group. So if you guys want to hit us up on Facebook group, and there's a specific picture you guys want one of us to mix, you can always request it. And as we see it, we can help you with the recipe or something like that, or give you some feedback. We're just not going to be doing it weekly.
Mhm.
Plus, in addition to that, we went away from having it judged because we didn't really want judging. And then we went to reviewing. And, let's be honest, our judges and our reviewers, they just say it's good. You guys already know that. We've not had really any shit recipes. And, everybody's palate's different. Flavors are very subjective, and mixing is very different. And we all have different mixing styles. So at the end of the day, playing along was fun. I see some people saying I've been playing along all along. That was
Yeah.
Sam.
Sam was our first and truest fan. We could always count on him to play along with us.
Yeah.
And and it was fun, and I love the concept that we did, with the pictures and everyone doing the same profile. That was really a neat idea. And it was fun having an all-girl show, and I really enjoyed it. And like I said, I love the heck out of you guys. It's just time
think about it. How many pumpkin pies can we do in October? How many fruit drinks can we do in the summer?
How many apple pies can we really do?
How many lemon meringue pies? So it's getting to the point where we're just repeating same recipes and picking the profiles we like. So it's kind of lost its sass. We're gonna miss you guys though.
Absolutely. Yep.
any questions? I don't see any questions in chat. People are like, fuck them bitches.
Okay, moving on.
I guess no questions. It's good. It's good. Like, there's a lot of people that watch us on the replay. There's only 18 people here, and usually we have like 200 views by the end of the week. You know, and that's another thing. We get 200 views. It doesn't really break 1,000 often. So we're not reaching a large crowd since YouTube demonetized us and unranked us and stuff like that. So it's not like we're getting new viewers. We're just talking to the echo chamber.
For the record, I love talking to the echo chamber. Don't let her discourage you. You guys are enough for me.
I'm not saying they're not enough. I'm just saying that we're not getting new viewerships, and the people that do watch us know us and know our mixing styles and kind of know what we're gonna they know what to expect from each one of us. And I think that the people that do watch us, if they had any questions, would feel comfortable enough hitting us up on
Yeah,
Facebook.
absolutely. Like, you know, the community is still, is still there, you know. We're just not gonna have the show. We'll still be here. We'll still be helping. And Sam, that is so awesome to hear. He says that, you know, we helped him grow as a mixer and that he wouldn't be here today without us. And that is really awesome.
Yep. 3.5
Right.
years is a long time.
So what we did is we made one of everybody's mixes. So before we get into it, should we just go through and tell what, like, which mixes we made?
Yeah, let's do that.
I guess we'll just start with me, because me being the filthy casual that I am, and where I get rid of so many unused flavors so frequently, I wasn't actually able to mix anybody's recipe. So
There you go. 1 down, 3 to go. That was fast.
I mixed Rin and Lumi's, both of their graham cupcakes. And then I did Jennifer, I did your Twisted Misty.
Did you?
I did that one as well from.
Did you?
her.
The Twisted
Yeah.
Misty? Nice.
Well, I did Lumi's Drank W2, but I did not have the SO honeydew, so I substituted it for Flavor Art honeydew, which is probably nothing like it. But I mean, it's what I have. I have several honeydews. I just didn't figure it would be Flavor West honeydew. So I didn't use that.
Hey, you know, it wouldn't be a Vixen show if somebody didn't break the rules somewhere.
Of course not. All her recipes have flavors. That was the one that only had one flavor I didn't have. So that's that's the one I could do. I did Rin's Peach Mango Tea. And
Nice.
I did Emily's Lime Misty.
Oh, okay.
So there we go.
So Rin, you did Jen's Misty. What else did you do?
I did
Sorry.
your.
You know me and my loud mouth likes to take interrupt you.
I kind of did the pretty much the one I had the stuff for. So Jen's, I had to sub one of the kiwis because I thought I had Flavor Art kiwi, but I apparently got rid of it. So I ended up having to sub. But I had all the stuff for your autumn cookie. And I thought it'd be interesting since you did kind of use part of my recipe. So I wanted to see how,
Oh, nice.
that ended up. And I did Lumi's Teddy cake.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, how should we do this, guys?
Hell, I don't know. We've never judged our own stuff.
I know we should have talked about this before the show.
Yeah.
Usually do it by person.
Okay, that sounds fair. So who
So
wants
we
to
can
go
eat-
first?
Well,
I volunteer as tribute.
So we'll all do Lumi's mix.
Let's
Yeah.
do Louise.
All right.
Let's do me.
Let's do Lumi.
I'll
I'll
start
start.
since there's a.
I'll start. I did Lumi's Drank W2. She used 0.99 Flavora cream, 0.33 French vanilla thick, 3.66 VSO honeydew, and I used Flavor Art, sorry, 0.17 Polar Blast, and 0.73 one-on-one with cream. So I'm not sure what she was going for, but it is a pretty nice creamy honeydew. I mean, it is a nice creamy honeydew. The honeydew is mild. The creams are up front, but it's not like a vanilla custard. It is very whipped creamish and honeydew in there. She used WS23 at Polar Blast at 0.17, which is a little bit low for me, but it still comes through. It still has enough of a chill to it that it gives you that fake flavor of it being a slushy, a frozen drink of sorts. It had plenty of mouthfeel for me, that it was plenty thick enough. It was like I had a mouthful of kiwi Slurpee in my mouth. I dropped my phone.
Mouthful of cream. This is what I
Mouthful
specialize
of
in.
cream with a little bit of honeydew. So it was like green cream. It was good. Thank you, Lumi.
No problem.
I like honeydew and cream is such a good good combination.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
All right, who's next?
I'll start with Lumi's graham cupcake, since both Ren and I did that. Lumi, did you want to go over that recipe?
I gotta pull it up. Teddy cake.
Titty cake.
All right, I did French vanilla thick super concentrate wonder flavors at 0.67, graham cracker flavor 0.97, marshmallow gooey super concentrate wonder flavors 0.57, marshmallow vanilla one-on-one 0.97, Philadelphia butter cake super concentrate wonder flavors 1.97, sugar cookie super concentrate wonder flavors 0.17.
Yeah, and I mixed it up, and I even used those weird percentages. I didn't round it or anything. In fact, I did a 60 ml bottle. I'm glad I did, because this is quite good. I really enjoyed this one. It's a little like, it's very well balanced, but it's I like how Grammy it is. But yet you've got like that texture of the marshmallow too. You know, like, and of course, using Philadelphia butter cake as like your cupcake, it kind of gives it a weightiness to it that I really enjoy. What do you think of this, Ren?
Okay, I'm going to preface this by saying there's something from everyone's recipe I don't like, but overall they are good. This one I liked quite a bit. I liked the graham note in it specifically. I thought it was really nice. The thing I don't like,
Oh, go ahead.
the thing I don't like is I just don't like Wonder Flavors French Vanilla Thick. I know that's like blasphemy. A lot of people like it. I don't like it. So I would sub it for something else, and I think it would be really good because I like everything else in it. I just don't like that flavor.
Vanilla swirl, possibly.
Yeah, I'm sure that would be good. I'm not a big French vanilla person, period. Like, even in real life, I don't care for it too much.
And see, I think that French vanilla thick might be why I like this mix so much. Like, what sets it apart, because like it gives it like a darkness that I really enjoy.
Yeah, I remember getting that marshmallow note for us that week was a struggle on everybody to try to nail that marshmallow.
Yeah, and it's with the stacking the marshmallows the way you did, I think it did the trick, because I get the marshmallow pretty good. Like, it's very well balanced. Like, there's not more cake or more graham or more marshmallow. It's very well balanced in my opinion. And I enjoy it immensely. Of course, this profile is right on my alley. That's why I chose it in the first place. But yeah, it's really good, and I'm glad I mixed a bigger bottle of it.
Yeah.
You must have had a feeling it was going to be one of the ones you liked.
Yeah.
Just by
Did you
looking
guys-
at the flavors.
Did you guys shake and vape it, or did you let it steep?
No, you gotta let it steep.
I didn't steep it.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's
Ren,
only
you're
been
killing
sitting
me
since
here.
yesterday, so like a day.
You're killing me here. I'm trying to teach Lumi the virtue of steeping.
Look, I wasn't expecting to mix my own stuff, and I
I
just kept
know,
putting
right?
it off and off, and then I was like, well, I gotta mix this. But you should be proud, at least this one, I mixed it as noted. I didn't alter the percentages.
Yeah, that's good.
The other ones I did, not gonna lie. There's just some I can look at, and I know that I'm not gonna enjoy them if I mix them at whatever percentage they are. But this one was fine as far as percentages.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Awesome. Well, good job with me because I think it's a pretty good mix.
All right, we're tackling TheJuiceFairy.
All
Next.
right.
Oh,
Then
I volunteer you as tribute since I was a pleb and I couldn't mix.
I did. Oh no, her Misty, her Twisted Misty. Ren, did you say you did that one of hers too?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know about you, but I am surprised. I was so very surprised by this mix and how much I enjoyed it. I'm not like a beverage vape person or like a fruity vape person, but there's something about this mix that I just really like. I even did the cooling, and I never like normally if I see cooling in a mix, if I'm mixing up for myself, I'm like screw that, and I just completely skip it. I'm like no, like I'm mixing it up for just to judge, so I want to mix it up exactly as it is. So I even added it, but it's just a touch. It's just a little bit, and it's nice. I really like it. That melon kiwi mix blend, and then you get like a little bit of a little citrus. We didn't go over the recipe.
It was 0.5% Flavora Guanabana, 1% SSA ice cream vanilla, 2% FA kiwi, 4% flavor West kiwi, and 0.1% WS23.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you, Rin. Yeah, so so there's not for some
There's
reason
no
I'm
melon.
getting a citrus note. There's no citrus in this.
Mm-mm.
no, but the two kiwis together, because the flavor art kiwi has more tangy, more natural
Is that where
taste.
that's
You
coming
would
from?
get that
Okay.
acidity from a citrus, but it's not really a citrus.
Okay. But then and I was kind of scared to mix this up at first because of the ice cream vanilla. I'm thinking, oh, that's gonna be too rich and buttery for like this profile.
It's only
It's gonna be
1%.
too heavy. But it's not at all.
Well, I mean, Flavor West kiwi is a punch you in the face kiwi,
Yeah.
especially at the percentage I used it at. So it needed 1% of a cream that was going to punch through unless I was going to make several creams. And that's why I chose.
Yeah, and it's a really SSA ice cream vanilla is a really good cream, but it's normally like really rich and heavy. And I thought it doesn't go with a fruit mix at all, but it actually there's something about it, maybe the way that with guanabana and everything. It just is not real good and creamy, and it's good. It's not like too buttery or heavy or anything. I enjoyed it.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm sure that Rin had to tone down these percentages. How did you make this mix? I was thinking that when you were asking me about it, I was like, Rin is not going to be able to make this at these percentages.
Well, nope. I halved them. I could just tell by the percentage of the flavor art kiwi and the SSA ice cream that it was going to have to be halved. Also, I think I had already mentioned I did not have flavor art kiwi anymore, so I had to use Inawera. She said it was okay. So that's what I did. So I halved everything. Everything else was the same. I did not use WS23 because I just don't like it. But I used 0.5% of Inawera kiwi because Inawaras for me are kind of strong, so I didn't figure I would need too much of it. So I don't know how much that altered it. But like I said, there's one thing on everything that I did not like, and for this one, I don't like SSA ice cream vanilla, and I know that's again blasphemy. A lot of people like that flavor. I don't like it. So for
You
me,
have an aversion to rich, delicious cream.
yeah, I do like the mix though, and I have been vaping it the last 2 days. So apparently it's not that, whatever. But I just know it would be better for me, like if I had like one-on-one whipped cream in there instead, or Flora cream, something like that. But I do like the combination of the kiwi and the guanabana. It's nice.
hmm
I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think the kiwi and guanabana is a really good meld together.
Yeah, and they're both green, and the Misty was green, so I was like, yeah, that.
Yeah.
And it's guanabana is a little bit creamy on its own, so it was going to go well. It was, if the kiwi by itself wasn't going to go well with cream, once you add the guanabana, it kind of ties it all in together, the fruit and the cream.
Definitely. Yeah, and it just keeps it interesting that it's just not just kiwi, kiwi and cream. So I think that would be kind of boring, but having that like kind of extra tropicalness in there from the guanabana really keeps it interesting and good. It's very refreshing.
Yes, and that little bit of WS-23 does that refreshing really well. If you use too much of it, you can actually use less of it if you wanted to, but it's only 0.1. It keeps it
It's not much.
refreshing, and there's enough cream in there that it's not like forward in your face. The cream tones it down, so it is refreshing. It's a nice refreshing blend.
Yeah, it's good.
All
Are
right.
you ready for me to volunteer the next person?
Yes. Do
All
it.
right. I am volunteering Rin.
All right. Let's see what I did. Which one did you do for Rin, Emily?
I did her graham cupcake. Rin's cupcake. It is 0.25% cap cinnamon sugar, 0.75% FA marshmallow, 0.25% Flavora frosting, 0.25% Flavora marshmallow, 0.5% Flavor West graham cracker, and 1.25% Jungle Flavors yellow cake. I did mix it up twice actually, because the first time I mixed it up exactly, as it is, because I wanted to judge it, and then I did it again, but I just doubled the flavors. So the recipe's technically the same. It's just everything's doubled. Because Rin's a freaking awesome super taster, and I just wanted more flavor. But it is I did, as you guys can see, I did 2 graham cupcakes this week. And both are so different, but they're both so good. Like this one it's like the flavors, it's mellow as in it can be like an all day vape. Like it's flavorful, but it's not like it hit you in the face, like it's so heavy and rich. It's very well balanced, and it's something that I have no problem vaping this all day, every day. Because she uses Flavor West graham cracker as the graham note. It's got a little bit more of that kind of honey sweetness, like a honey graham, which I really enjoy. And that Capella cinnamon sugar, it's so little in there. Even when I double the recipe, 0.5% for cap cinnamon sugar isn't that much. So it's so little in there that it's not like, boom, this is a cinnamon graham cracker. But it's enough to give the whole mix some intrigue, like some dimension. And I really enjoy that cinnamon sugar in this mix. And of course, FA marshmallow, this gold standard of marshmallow, paired with the Flavora frosting, is a really good kind of creamy, voluminous mouthfeel to the whole thing. And then Jungle Flavors yellow cake is the cupcake. So you get the cake, you get the graham cracker, you get the marshmallow. It's very well balanced, and it's really tasty. I enjoyed it.
Nice. That sounds like something I would like to mix as well. I just went You have anything to say to Emily before we go on to what I did?
Thanks.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Even the cat's like, fuck you.
I went exactly, I mixed it exactly like Rin had on her recipe, and I only did one rendition of her peach mango tea. The reason I only did one rendition was because the red tea at 0.3, I use red tea from Flavora anywhere between 0.25 to 0.5, and that's it. And I did not want to go to 0.6 with it, with the sweet mango only at 0.3 and the nectarine at 0.75. But I'll tell you what, it is a very good tea. Red tea has a darker note in it that played really well with that nectarine and with that sweet mango. So it darkened it, it deepened it, and it gave it the notes it needed to turn it into a tea and not into a candy or into just a drink. And I really enjoyed it. I'm not a big tea vapor, but it is one of the few teas that I actually enjoyed vaping the whole thing through at the exact percentages, and it's plenty flavorful that you had it.
Nice.
I did add sweetener, 0.25%.
I looked at that one long and hard. I almost went with that one. It looked good. And
I
don't
added
use red tea very
0.25% sweetener
often.
though.
What's
I
that?
don't know what I did add sweetener to mine, 0.25%. I didn't want to go all the way to 0.5 because the percentages are so low. I didn't want sweetener to be the only thing I tasted. But at 0.25, it just blended in and just emulsified it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, most people put sweetener in their tea anyway, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, sweetener is one of those ingredients that, like, you know, it's a personal preference. Add it in. It's not going to hurt anything. Especially if you just do, did you just do sucralose or did you do super sweet?
No, I used Flavor West sweetener.
Flavor West sweetener, which is just sucralose. So yeah, it's just, it's like salt, you know?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I haven't used red tea in a minute, and it's a good, all their tea flavors are really good from Flora. But I like the red tea and how, like, if you just want to add a touch of it to give the tea more authenticity, you know, it's got a nice earthiness to it
Yes,
that I really enjoy.
I did too. I did too. And I was afraid of just using red tea and not having another tea to counterbalance it, but it worked really well. It worked really well with the two fruits that she's got in there, with the nectarine, which is a pretty sweet flavor from TFA, and sweet mango. It blended really well.
Thanks.
Awesome.
You're welcome.
Good job, Ren.
All right. All right.
I wonder who it'll be.
They saved the best for last.
I figured since you always intro us and you always outro us, I would save you for last. So next, I volunteer mlNikon as I whack my mic. Sorry if that hurt anybody's ear.
I'll go first since I have it up.
Do it.
So I did her autumn cookies because she used a couple of things from one of my previous recipes for a cookie. So I wanted to see how, how different it was. She did 1% Vape Train biscuit base, 2% Jungle Flavors cookie, 1.5% Capella gingerbread, 0.75 Vape Train golden syrup, 1% Wonder Flavors vanilla cream extra, 1% Flavor West white chocolate. I do think I have this one as well, only because I'm pretty sensitive to Capella gingerbread, and I was afraid if I used it at that percentage that I wouldn't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have everything. I really like it. I was expecting it to taste a little bit like my recipe, but I don't feel like it does at all, which is good. It means that you can use it in like different applications. The thing that I like the most about it is because you mentioned that you wanted to do like the white chocolate and something else for like that outer layer. That is like kind of like a hardened frosting or whatever you would call it.
Yeah, like that waxy kind of candy coating, right?
Yeah. And I think that was really good in this. Like it came across really well. The cookie was nice. Everything was nice. The only thing I don't like about this recipe is the smell. It has a weird aroma for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the flavor is fine. And it's not like off-putting enough to where I wouldn't vape it. That's like the only thing that I didn't like about it. And I think it's probably the golden syrup that's doing it.
Oh
Or
yeah.
maybe the cookie. I don't know. Because I don't really use Jungle Flavors cookie, so I'm not horribly familiar with it. But yeah, I liked it. I might have been able to do this at full strength. I might try to do that just to see.
I don't
'Cause the
know. Yeah, it
spice
might
notes
be
are a
too
little
much
light.
for you, 'cause it is. Yeah, it is pretty flavorful, like heavy of a mix.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But I liked it. I really, like I said, I really like that combination for the outer part. I'll probably end up using that in something.
Nice. Good. I'm glad you like it.
And it hasn't steeped, so if that changes anything, that'll be a factor. But I just mixed it yesterday, so
I think if anything, it just the gingerbread might calm down a bit.
Yeah, I
No.
think steep will definitely help it.
Yeah.
I don't get a whole lot of it. Like it's not like spice heavy, so
Mhm.
I mainly get that outer layer, and I don't know if that's just where I'm fixated at, and then I get
Oh,
a little bit
maybe.
of the
Yeah, that's
cookie.
where you're focused on. So yeah, it could be.
I think my tongue's broken, which is another reason I'm kind of like glad this is ending because of that. Because like I can't trust my tongue. Like
Yeah.
I can barely taste anything anymore. Like I had candy roll the other day, which is something I'm very familiar with, and it
Mhm.
don't even taste the same anymore. I'm like, oh, that's awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yep.
Yeah. So we all need a break.
Something.
I agree. I think that mixing every day has, every week, something different it does take a toll on your
Mhm.
sinus, olfactor. I don't know how Emily does noted, but I guess all the flavors are so different and it's just one flavor at a time.
Yeah, it's tough. It can get really tough because you have 20 or 30 flavors of the same flavor.
They all start tasting the same after a while.
And yeah, after a while, it can be tough picking out. Sam's in the audience, he knows, or in the chat, he gets it. It can be tough picking out the little nuances. So
Well, we can go over the one that I did for you.
okay.
I did the mlNikon's Lime Misty, and I'll tell you why I made this. First of all, because I wanted something fruity other than what I make, and which is the same reason I did the same one for Ren. But second off, actually for Lumi, second of all, I want to know if you can make lime work for me, because I don't like lime. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do one I think I'm going to hate.
Wait a minute, why did you say Lumi and then follow it by a question about lime?
No, because I did you and Emily are the ones that I did the Misty. I had originally said Ren, but I did the Misty from you. So I just wanted to compare. I wanted the same thing. I almost did the same one from Ren, but then there was a flavor that was missing or something like that. So I like that 1.5 Capella Hibiscus. To me, that gave it some really nice sweetness to it and a little bit of a very, very mild floral note mixed with that Flavora Lime at 1.25. Flavora Lime is pretty strong. I did have to steep this because right off the shake, I did not like it at all.
Oh yeah.
Oba for the 0.75 did a really good job at giving it a candy flavor, sort of turning that hibiscus into a candy hibiscus of some sort. Sour Wizard at 1%. I don't know that I actually picked that up, but maybe it's just part of the overall mix. Super Sweet 0.5 and Vanilla Swirl at 2%. This was pretty cut and dry, a pretty good lime that I could actually vape. It didn't hurt my throat. It didn't overstimulate my palate. It was pretty good. I mean, I think the hibiscus was the trick that made it work for me along with the Oba.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like a lime and cream. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the hibiscus is real like basey and syrupy, right? So it not only did it do a good job of like making it and turning it into like a slushy, like syrupy candy, but it also like bridges that gap of the high end citrus with that deeper vanilla cream, you
Yeah,
know?
I really like that little thing you did with the hibiscus. I hadn't used hibiscus in a really long time, and I was like, oh, this is really nice. So there you go, a lime I could bake.
Awesome. I'm glad you like it.
I did. There you go. And that's why the show is ending, because we all do such a good job.
We're just too good. We gotta
Too good.
quit on a
We
high
gotta give
note.
somebody else a chance to do something.
That's right.
Something.
Guys, I just want to say that I've had an absolute blast doing this, and I want to thank the viewers. We did it for you, and we really appreciate this little community that we built, and you guys are awesome. And as far as you other Vixens, it's been my absolute pleasure working with you guys because you're all amazing women.
Rin, will you stop vaping in your microphone? My goodness.
She had to bring it up closer because we were all yelling at her that we couldn't hear her at the start of the show.
Hello. We're moving
You guys
to an
can see some of
ASMR
the
channel.
conversations we have backstage when you guys aren't on. Oh, you know what? Let me tell you something. There's this dude, his name is Friction. He's behind the scenes, and he just said to us, don't forget to thank Friction. I've been here for you girls.
In third person at that. What
takes
the
the
fuck?
sincerity out of it when we thank him now. But in all honesty, though, there would not be a show without Friction.
Now, have you, and if you guys have ever watched us trying to have a show when he wasn't around and we were trying to run the show, it was a disaster.
I'm pretty sure that's why you guys brought me in, because you were trying to get me to take Friction's place.
No.
No, yeah, that never.
I remember
No.
you guys trying to get me to set up the YouTube, and I was like,
We just wanted somebody else to be able to do it. That was all.
Oh snap!
'Cause I don't know how to
JJ's
do
in
it.
the chat. Hey JJ. She was she's one of the original Vixens.
I also want to say thank you so much for Sam, who has been mixing with us the entire time that he's been watching. Like, he was one of the first ones to jump on board and try to make sure he had a recipe every single week.
Yeah.
And we have people, some of our other people that played along were there every single week. They always wanted to play. I mean, we were always surprised how we always had somebody playing along, and we really appreciate that.
Absolutely. You know, that's kind of what kept us going is seeing what you guys came up with and how it was different from us, and seeing that you guys enjoyed what we were doing and wanted to be part of it, you know, wanted to be part of what we were trying to do was really the kind of driving force of the show, right? Is this community that we built. So
And I really want to also take the time to thank Bull City for all the help, because sometimes when we were lacking a flavor and we were trying to make something, they would make sure, I mean, all we had to do was send them an email and say, hey, I need this flavoring. Sometimes I could put that order in at 8:00 in the morning, send that text, or even 9:00 when I logged into work, I would put it in. And they would try to get it on the truck that same day so that we would have it for our show.
They're really awesome. And they're great supporters and friends of the show, and we really appreciate them.
I think I've even ordered as late as about 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, and it's still shipped the same day. But I did send a message so that they'd know, hey, I need this ASAP.
I don't even need to tell them to send it ASAP. I always get it like 2-3 days.
Yeah. But I'm talking about like same day. You know what I mean? I'm talking
Not
about like
all
when
of
I
us
need
had
it,
that
because I didn't
difference.
forgot to do it on Mondays at work. For me, are my busiest day. So sometimes I don't place my order on Monday. So that makes it to where I'm not getting it on Wednesday. And I'm like, oh shit, if I get it on Thursday, I only have 1 day's worth of steep by the time I
just
make it.
drive there and go pick it up. Shut up.
I'm not driving there during the week. I have to work. If I drive there, I usually go on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
All right. I think that's the show, guys.
we love you.
In more ways than one.
Amen.
We love you. Thank you so much for watching. And
One last booby shake.
oh, got to.
What did I just miss? I
Huh?
don't even know if I
You
want.
miss it?
No,
Here, do it
I'm
again.
good. I'm good.
Eh,
You're gonna get Friction all excited, and he only has one ball left.
And yeah,
I don't think that's how that works.
Bye,
And
guys.
isn't there a fundraiser or something like that going on after this at
Yes,
7:00?
tonight at 7:00, aka basically right after this. Go pee, fucking grab your food, and on Mike's channel, Mixers Helping Mixers, there is another wishing well stream for Friction. There is an option coming up to start torturing Larry. So go get your shit done really quick and pile up, and let's watch Larry get tortured for once, hopefully.
Sounds good. Peace
All
out,
right,
guys. Love you
Peace
guys.
out. Love you.